How's it? Today's May 16th. It's Saturday. I just did a bunch of upper body work today. Opened with some pause front squats. Exactly like last week. Um, these felt a little bit better than last week. Just trying to keep my hips stacked on my leg for as long as I can. As you can kind of see, I have that hip cuff around my hip. It's technically supposed to be a hamstring compression cuff, but I'm using them really high up into my hip crease. And I think, I'm not sure what I think. Maybe I should give it a little bit more time to try it out. Some things to note about these front squats is they're the heaviest I've done in the last 5, 6, maybe 7 weeks. Because there's no reason for me to push with all of my hip issues. Um, Another thing is that when I get down into the hole, like right here, no, there's no pain. The pain that comes is when I start to push out of the hole because there's some sort of like disconnect between my hips and the way my my legs want to move. And I think that might go away once I figure out how to squat properly. We'll see. I hope things are trending up, but this is 185. It's my last set. And again, it's my heaviest I've gone in quite some time. It wasn't easy by any stretch of the imagination, but I was able to do it and pretty okay with it. I moved into floor presses. Um, I don't have a really good setup. I think this is really bad, and I really need to figure out something to improve this. I would like to make like a little squat rack thing that has a few different heights for maybe a squat, a bench press, and then a floor press. Because right here, I don't know how to take it off the blocks. Ooh, and you see how that I hit my right elbow on the ground. If I'm not prepared for that, or if the weight's too heavy, then I will likely break my wrist, and that's not something that's not something I want to subject myself to. So yeah, this is 190. This is 5 pounds heavier than last week for a set of 10. I'm not sure how long these sets of 10s will go on. Steve was mentioning that the 10s could stop, but he said that a few weeks ago, so I'm still making progress, and I'm not mad about it. Yeah, I'm pretty proud of myself that I was able to accomplish that. Then I do some back off sets at 175 for 3 sets of 8. These are hard, and they're the exact same weight as I did last week to make sure that I have speed, because it doesn't make sense for me to sacrifice speed for weight. Um, but yeah, I can tell you I'm feeling that in my chest right now, and it's not a pleasant feeling. It's like I mean, it's muscle soreness that I do actually enjoy. So and then I moved back into some weightlifting stuff with the snatch push press. Today's goal is to hit 225 for 15 total reps, ideally in 3 sets. So that makes 3 sets of 5. Because last week I wasn't even able to do a single set of 5 at 225. And I really should be able to, because it's not super heavy. But here they are, first set. Some of these take really long because I have to basically regroup at the end of each set to hit the last rep. And then here's my final one. That first set felt really, really terrible, really hard. So I was thinking, if I could do the first set, I probably could do the second set. And then if I can do the second set, then the third set's just going to be the challenging one. And so far, this second set's better executed. Fourth rep there. I got one left. Pretty solid fifth rep. And now this is the one I just kind of got to bear down and push hard. One more rep here. I'm pretty happy with how that went. So I'm moving into the next thing, which is a circuit of single arm dumbbell press, push ups, and the banded push downs. Normally, I don't have those push ups in because I have two sets of AMRAP floor presses, so that kind of destroys my triceps. And I take out the push ups in the circuit, but because I didn't do the AMRAPs today, the push ups were added back in. In this video, I do, I think, 20 push ups, but I wrote 10 push ups in the circuit because I couldn't do 20 push ups for the next 4 rounds or the next 3 rounds. So I just ended up doing 10 push ups for those rounds. I think that's sufficient. And then after this circuit, I did 2 hip posterior chain type things. The hip adductor, the Copenhagen hip adductors, and then some single leg hip bridges. I think I might have overdone it with these hip adductors. Right now, it feels like my hip is worked a little too hard, and I'm not sure if it's like a muscle sore. I hope it's a muscle sore or some sort of strain that is just manifesting with. It's not really like pain; it's like achiness. And then these here are just to kind of get my glutes to work a little bit harder than they would have otherwise. I normally do 3 sets of 6, but I only did 2 sets of 6 today, mainly because I started dying and I was running out of time and running out of energy. And yeah, I'm not proud of cutting sets, but I did here. And yeah, and similar idea here. I only did 2 sets here for the overhead dumbbell walks. This one made more sense because my triceps were actually dying from those push presses that I was doing. And yeah, pretty much. Can't think of anything else to say right now. So yeah, thank you for watching. Shoots, bro.